Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to World of Horror. So yeah, we're back at it again, once again, where I accidentally hit quick play, so this is the episode now. All perk cards. Kathak Otarasu, hunted by the cult, please not Yashiro, please not Yashiro, please not Yashiro. Yeah, let's go! Let's go boys, let's go! Let's go! It's Miku, okay? Miku, all perks. You love to see it. I was just thinking to myself, like, oh god, not Yashiro, all perks. I really don't want to deal with the faith mechanic at like 4 in the morning. But here we go. So, second mystery, that's it. Second mystery, who cares about anything else? We're playing Miku, it doesn't matter. Miku will take care of it. That's what I like about playing Miku. She may be the rebel punk who riots in the streets and throws Molotov cocktails, but she is, and this is true, the most reliable at defeating the lighthouse. So that's rather nice. But you know, listen, I've been watching a lot of British TV because, I mean, the internet is down. The internet is dead. So we lost Wi-Fi, we lost broadband, we lost Ethernet, whatever you want to call it. The router. The router is dead. So, really, the only thing to do is watch TV. And that's not true. There's plenty of things to do besides watch TV. There's actually a lot of things to do besides watch TV. And, you know, honestly, the end of my trip has kind of been sneaking up on me. Like, it's still, like, a good, 2 weeks out, right? But it's still, it kind of snuck up on me. And I'm like, you know, damn, I gotta finish building those Grey Knights, ha ha ha. And so we're gonna work on that. Basically during the day, starting tomorrow, Grey Knights time. During the night, video time. It's just that simple. It's just that simple, and it's just that easy, brother. It's just that simple, and it's just that easy. So, I've been watching a lot of British TV, and usually we skip the ads. However, recently, I've been watching the ads because, somebody will get up to go do something for, a little bit, and it'll be like, oh, you know, just pause it when we get back to the chase or whatever, right? What do I want to do here, by the way? I hate this. 3 roads closed mysteries, and then we've just got, Seaside be like, what timeline is this? I would like to understand, please. Best timeline. Because it has the best outfits, of course. Fashion, World of Fashion is the true end game. Yeah, I guess we can just do, I mean, are we more likely to take quick thinking or outdoorsman? I think we're probably more likely to take quick thinking, so we'll do botany first, that's fine. But, yeah, no, so, what do we want to do here, by the by? I don't want to get cursed twice. Should we just sell the water bottle and be done with it? Is that I think that's the strat, to be honest with you. Just sell the water bottle. Well, I mean, have a glug first, because, you know, stay hydrated, but I think that's probably the way to go, because it avoids another curse. And, you know, really, we just have to put, 1 point in charisma, because I'm not entirely sure. If we have the charisma check or not. We have 2 stat checks. I think it's strength and knowledge, but I could be wrong. Okay, we have to put 1 point into dexterity as well, but that's not Miku's fault. That's the game's fault. But yeah, so recently I've been watching British advertisements. And I've got to say, overall, out of advertisements that I've seen, the United States still has the best ones. From places I've been, okay, from places that I have watched the advertisements on TV, the US has better ads. I mean, nothing beats junk in the box, man. Nothing beats junk in the box. Breaking into somebody's house, committing aggravated assault, and then force-feeding them your burgers. Beautiful. Nothing beats that. But one of the things that really does get me, right, one of the things that really gets me is there's an advertisement right now on the TV saying, hey, if you feel bad, you should just schedule an appointment with your GP, because it's probably nothing, but better safe than sorry. And I'm just thinking to myself, in the US, you have all these crazy ads about how, like, hey, you should tell your doctor about blah, 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 and you should have your doctor prescribe you blah, blah, blah. And you don't have that over here, right? Like, you literally, like, I've never seen an ad where it's like, hey, tell your doctor about this brand new treatment thing. It's like, no. And I actually remember seeing something a while back where it's like non-US people react to, like, US healthcare ads. And they were saying, like, hey, wait a minute, why are you telling your doctor about the medicine? And you're like, oh, they have a point, don't they? They have a point, don't they? It's like, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about medical stuff, right? Like I know a bit about healthy eating, which admittedly is an important part of, like, living. But when it comes to, like, you know, doctor stuff, I'm definitely the serial killer, guys. It was me the whole time. No. When it comes to doctor stuff, that's like only 3 people are gonna get that. But when it comes to doctor stuff, you know, like, I don't really know much about it, so why would I tell my doctor? Oh my god, we got roads closed. Listen, I don't know about doctor stuff, but I know about roads being closed, and let me tell you, bro, that's no good. But you know, I was just thinking, we are recording, right? I gotta check, because I'm paranoid, because I only got one monitor. I only got one monitor. But yeah, no, I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, I don't really know anything about medical stuff, so why would I tell my doctor about something? Because I don't even know if I need it. And then, of course, you know, they list off, like, the 1,000,000 side effects that you could get. This is awful, by the way. I hate this. We'll take signed contract. Why? We'll take signed contract. It's fine. But yeah, no, like, I'm just thinking, like, why would I tell my doctor about, like, some medicine thing? Like, they should be telling it to me, because they know, right? Like, it's their job to know that sort of thing. And if they don't bring it up to me, right? Like, I'm not being paid to shill to my doctor, so I'm not gonna bust out the advertising sales pitch, all right? I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'll defer to the medical professional, really. So yeah, no, it's just like, I was just thinking about it, right? Like, it is weird. Because here's the thing, I never really thought about it before. Like, I've seen that video of, like, you know, people from the UK and Canada reacting to US health ads, right? Like, I've seen that video. But I never really thought about it, you know what I mean? Like, I never really was like, oh, yeah, you know, that's weird. I was like, yeah, you know, it's just, it is how it is. But when you go over here and it's like, hey, you should go to the doctors because you have, when an advertisement on the TV is, hey, you should go to the doctor because, you know, it's probably nothing, but you should. Like, cool, you know, that's interesting. We didn't take outdoorsmen, so we don't have plus luck. I mean, just ignore it, brother. I wish it wasn't reason, but it's the only way we're getting out of there with 1 damage, so I'll take it. Hopefully we can get doomed already soon-ish. But, yeah, no, I thought it was weird. Because, again, like, I never really thought about it before. Like, it never really clicked that, hey, that's actually weird, though. You know what I mean? So we can guarantee that the 2 damage happens. They go down to 9. Then what do we do? I mean, we can do absolutely nothing. So, yeah, let's just do this, though. Yeah, let's do 80-80, brother. I mean, it might fail, but it might not, so that would be cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. It could fail, but it could also succeed. Well, we'll go ahead and get the infected wound taken care of, because I don't like having minus stats in... I mean, perception, it doesn't really matter, but... For dexterity, I think it matters a little bit more, because it means that we have to put like an extra point into it if we don't get it taken care of, when we would rather just put 1 point into it. Because remember, we have +1, so This is a reason check, so we'll just take Doom. I always think it's stamina, but I always get that wrong. So we could be in trouble here. Don't ruin the calm moment. That's just, you don't have time for this. And we'll take it. If it's neutral, then it's actually not neutral because it gets us one step closer to the goalpost. I'll just do nothing. I just be careful about what restaurants you eat at in the future. It works for me, brother. It works for me. But yeah, it's a wholesome ad asking you to go to the doctor because, you know, it's probably nothing, but you don't know. And so that's out of advertisements, though, entertainment-wise, you're never beating Junk in the Box. Like, just, you're never beating Junk in the Box. Like, that's one of the best ads I've ever seen in my life. Like, I've heard that you've been calling Jack in the Box Junk in the Box. Why don't they make stuff like that anymore? Like, that's really funny. You know what I mean? Like, there's an art to it. We've had the rant before, so we don't really have to go through it again. You just want to flip a coin, brother? No, I don't want to flip a coin. Throw the steak knife. And then we'll go ahead and take care of him that way. We're getting a lot of fights here. You love to see it. It's a very scrappy game so far, but that's all right. I think that when you're playing Miku with a monkey wrench, you're in that headspace, so you just want to fight everything as much as possible because it's thematically appropriate and it's also fun. Keeps you on your toes. All right, store's closed. Get out of here. I remember when we kind of first started, and we were like, police station sucks. Get it out of here. And I remember we were talking about, like, just have the occult store man move into, like, the burned out husk of a police station. But it's like, that don't put me on a watch list. This is a video game. Death and Deather. Death R Deather. You love to see it. I love Miku's shirts. Like, they're such great, like, one of my family members came up with the best band name, Tempting Ankle Fate. But Deather and Deather are absolutely fantastic. I feel bad about it because I haven't had the opportunity, and now the internet's down, so I literally can't. But I never downloaded the new Web's Greatest Hits mod for World of Horror, and now I literally can't, and I won't be able to for the backlog, so there's literally going to be, until October 7th, I won't be able to try it on camera, which is like, I'm so sorry. I did not intend for Talk to just decide to, like, hey, an engineer is working in your area 2 to 3 days. That was not my intention. But, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, you know, we'll just go to Household Hell and vibe. I'm looking forward to trying it. Like, I'll try it on my own time when I have the chance to, but not on camera. And by camera, I mean not on recording, at least for the moment. This is building history, so we might as well. We're gonna be taken here once anyways, we might as well. Now that's not very good, you don't like to see that, but it's not technically a penalty, because we didn't fail, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. We didn't fail, so the penalty isn't increased, it's just an event that happens. So Daddy's Girl, very interesting. I also like Hot Bath. Do we have fetid fumes? Yay or nay? Nay, we do not have fetid fumes. I think Hot Bath is just kind of better. Now, what do we do here? Like, I want to get more strength, because it's just, like, it makes combat just so much better. So we will. I'll take it. We're going to use Hot Bath right now. And we're going to do it twice, which is not the best, but hopefully we never have to rest again. Like, we took Hot Bath for plus 6% Doom, plus 6/6, right? That's, hey, that's, don't put me on a smiting list, alright? This is a video game. But, you know, it's just, I'm not entirely sure how the run's gonna go. It's a little bit sketchy. When you're playing Miku, of course, you can just write everything off as power leveling Miku, as Galaxy Brain strats, but I don't know. We should check on the lighthouse how we're doing so that we can recorrect our course. Get rid of the Architect's Journal. We literally don't need it. I would have liked a sewing kit, even if we don't have, like, even if we have the charisma check, I think I'd still... This is interesting. I think, I'm gonna be real with you, we take the minus doom. Like, yes, that is a blue option that gets us, like, +2/+2, but if you told me to break into somebody's house and prepare a bath, I would probably say no. And doubly so if this is a spooky mansion. I think I would also say no in that situation. Now, unfortunately, we're down +3/+3 because we didn't get a sewing kit. But I think... So here's the problem. We want to lose stamina if we fail a skill check. But we have less dexterity than we do knowledge. But I'm not going to roll for a 7. I'll roll for a 6. It's a difference between one number. You know, they recently have this thing called Beat the Chasers, which I've talked about The Chase a couple of times. It's the second best game show on British TV. Sorry, I like catchphrases more. But, you know, on The Chase, you know, you have a difference between which step do you take. So it's like, are you one step closer to home, which means you need to get one less question right, and you're like 3 squares away from the chaser? Or do you take the chaser on, and you're 2 squares away from the chaser? Or actually, sorry, you're 1 square away from the chaser, and you're like 2 squares farther from home. So you have to get like 2 extra questions right, and the chaser only has to get like 1 question on you before you're in the danger zone. And so it's like the difference between one there is pretty big. But what's even crazier is Beat the Chasers, where it's like, we want 30 seconds on our clock, and you can have 60 seconds on your clock. And it's like the 5 of them, or whatever. Well, no, at that low a time, it would just be 2 of them. But it's like, it's 2 of Britain's finest quiz brains, trademark. You know, you're not getting... Like, I'm shilling for that, because I find it personally entertaining. I would not shill for a drug whose name I cannot pronounce because they're not paying me. If they paid me, then maybe I would go to my doctor and say, hey, give me this. Because at the end of the day, if it's something weird, I can just not take it. But for the chase, for Beat the Chasers, it's like, we'll give you, you know, you start with 60 seconds, they start with like 30 seconds, because they're way better than you. And so they'll be like, okay, so we'll give you like £1,000 for like 30 seconds. And so how it works is that you get a question and your clock goes down. When you get a question right, it goes to the chasers, and then their clock starts going down until they get a question right. And it boomerangs back and forth between you. So that's how it works. So you get 60 seconds, they get 30 seconds, £1,000 is on the line. Then they'll do something crazy where it's like, you know, you take on 3 of us. We give you we get 31 seconds, you get 60 seconds, we get 31 seconds, and we'll give you like £5,000. Or you give us 32 seconds and we'll give you like £10,000. You give us 33 seconds and then we'll give you £25,000. And you don't think that it's that big of a deal until you actually watch it, because they're just so good. And so they absolutely clobber you, right? And so if I was ever unlucky enough to go on one of those shows, I would just take, if the low offer, if I went on the chase, if the low offer was a plus, I wouldn't hesitate. There's absolutely nothing wrong with giving your team money and getting to the finals, right? Because even if you are completely useless and you don't get a single question right in the finals, your presence there is an automatic step up, right? You're automatically, just by being there, you're helping the team. So even if you do nothing, even if you contribute nothing for the rest of the round, or for the rest of the game, just by being there, your team has a +1 over the chaser, which is 1 more question that the chaser has to get right. So if I was unfortunate enough to go on the chase, I would 100% just, if it's a plus, take the low offer. No shame, no hesitation, take the low offer, get back, because I don't know anything. And then a lot of the questions are like British-related questions, right? Like British history, British monarchy stuff, and it's like, oh, get me out of here, brother, I'm dead. Right, like, I got nothing. Which, by the way, speaking of getting nothing, are you seeing this? This is absolutely terrifying. Like, Jesus Christ, are you witnessing this on your screen right now? 8? I'm terrified. Please don't miss. Thank you, Miku. Very cool. I really appreciate you not missing. But yeah, I take the low offer. Absolutely no hesitation. Do we take 15% attack speed, 15% attack speed, or +2 reason per enemy defeated? I really like first aid. I really do. But I think that we'll get fast swimmer just because of the novelty of it. We also need to course correct, but at the same time, this is just fun. But we have the energy drink though, so we can just save that for the final circle, right? But if I was ever unfortunate, I would never go on Beat the Chasers, because that's something where you like go into the audience and then somebody gets randomly selected from the audience and then you walk down and you beat the Chasers. If I was unfortunate enough to be in the audience at the time and I was called, or at least I think that's how it works, because the arena will light up with somebody's name and then they'll walk down from the stand or something. So if that's how it works, which hopefully it's not, because it would be fun to watch it live, right? So 3, 4, 5. It'd be fun to watch it live. But if I was unfortunate enough to go and beat the Chasers, I would just take the money that I win in the cash builder, right? Where you're just answering, like, you get a question, you have 3 choices to make. If you get it right, you add to your cash builder, and then you keep going until you get 5. So, I mean, honestly, like, if I was unlucky enough to go on something like that, just take what you win in the cash builder. It doesn't really matter, right? Because here's the thing, you might take 7 or 10 seconds on a question, they're gonna take 2 or 3, right? Like, that's how good they are. And so, you're gonna need every single second on the clock that you can get. And I think that that's my strategy. Go low. If it's a plus, go low. Do you want to fight? Do you want to pick a fight with this guy? Do you think we can do it? 77% Doom. Why do we have so much Doom, by the way? We're not branded. Discharge summary, by the way. Hello? Yeah, how do we get 77% Doom Mystery 4? We're not even branded. Like, yeah, sure, we have plus 6% Doom floating around somewhere. But that would still be 71% Doom. That's not right. Like, you don't take those. We don't take those. So, the Mad Janitor swings his axe. The Mad Janitor raises his axe. So that means that we have to brace or we're gonna die, because that's like -8. It's like -5 or -8. I don't remember. So, you know, just, let's just guarantee some licks in, and by guarantee I mean increase our chances. If we still miss one, we're like in a real bad spot, but I think what we'll be able to do is we should just be able to do this, right? Yeah, we're good now for sure. I'm a little bit sketched out about this. I don't really quite like that, especially with contaminated water backing us up. I'm not a fan. Now you could be saying to yourself, bro, use the fire axe, you've got 10 no. It's +1 damage for 5% accuracy buff and +20. No, it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. It's so bad. The monkey wrench is just kind of better in every way, and that's kind of funny. So, how are we looking on the lighthouse over here? Okay, how are we looking? So we need 1 dexterity, and then we need 1 charisma. So that can be arranged, because we're definitely going to level up again. But the problem is, well, I mean, how do I put this? Sailors is actually a short mystery, though. Like, for real, Sailors is a short mystery. So we actually should maybe just be able to go for it. I don't know. I actually am a little bit concerned. If it's funds, like, we can do that no problem. Right? Like, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. 2% Doom is pretty bad. Like, if we go to the monument and it's funds, I think we're in a great spot. Like, unironically, I think we're in a great spot. We would love the sewing kit. Like, I'm actually tempted to try to fight the boss, but I don't want to. I think that's probably pretty stupid. Thank God for easily exploitable enemy. I'm begging you. Like, we would if the Burning Man did not have his exploit, we would probably lose. Like, I want to point that out right now. Like, it may suck, but that's kind of just the case of it. Like, if we couldn't just spam broken bottles and help this very generous man working with his community, if we couldn't help this guy clean up the beach, right? Like, let's say that he's not an environmentalist, we're in a bad spot. Like, it's true. We're in a bad spot if this guy's not an environmentalist. We sever his ties to this world, by the way, which is a dirty beach. The beach is clean. So, parting gift is garbage. Looting doesn't do none of this does anything for us anymore. Out of any perk that we could have got, all of these are absolutely terrible. Although parting gift might help. But no, we're paranoid, aren't we? So no, it won't. It literally does nothing because we're paranoid. We can't let anybody go. We're not going to run away from any fights because of our doom. So looting technically does something, but what are we going to spend the funds on? So this is literally a situation of just meme pick, like it doesn't matter. So do we take reason here and then just go painkiller? Yeah, you know what? I think we go here. And the reason why we do that is because, so pray at the temple. That's nice. So we can go here, right? 2 more. Okay. Oh, by the way, we have a discharge summary, which we never used, which it doesn't really matter. So here's the thing. These curses, okay, -1 dexterity does kind of matter, but, so, because we're going to take -3, but that's okay. So -1 fund, that's fantastic. If we could get 1 more, I think we're fine. So 81% Doom, we go up to like 83, 84% Doom, and then we just win. So yeah, it's not that bad. Okay. Okay, a random military exercise. Oh no, we didn't get the torch, did we? Okay. So we'll still probably win, but this just got a lot harder, actually. Painkiller up. And then just casually do 20 damage. That's, yeah, just casually do 20 damage. That's, yeah, sure, why not? That's, casually do 20 damage. Just casually approach Seeping Apostle. Yeah, no, we're fine. Okay, no, we're completely fine. So, yeah, 95. We do have the energy drink. I think the dexterity check was the first one, though, so that's kind of a bummer, right? Because let's look. The dexterity check's the first one. No, it's the charisma check, which we're also failing. So we're taking -3 reason, second mystery, which we should be able to, it doesn't matter. Dexterity, which is -3, so we're going down to 2. And then light source, so we're going down to 2-2. That's a little bit frightening, but it doesn't matter. And listen, we can dab on them, we can rest a bit just for fun, and by that I mean, yeah, I mean we can, right? Just for fun, so we end up at 3-3. Just for fun, so we end up at 3-3. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so I said that Miku kind of takes care of herself when it comes to the lighthouse. Not entirely true. So here's the thing. The first thing that we did was botany, and then the second thing we did was bulletin. So we've done the charisma check. Oh my god, you're not gonna give me, you're not gonna give me quick thinking, are you? That's fine. We can just do this, and then we can just drink the energy drink. So it worked out, but still, I think that energy drink meta is probably a little bit weird. So we'll end up at 6-3, that's fine. Thank God for 11 strength, huh? That's nice. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. My name's Webweaver. This was a fun Miku run. This was a really, just really just down in the, the fighting pits, right? Like, this is the tournament arc where Miku is, fighting her way through the, she's fighting her way through to prove that she's the strongest, all right? Like, Miku's the underdog. Nobody really knows why she's there in the tournament arc arena. And then she's just, knocking people out left and right. She's the shonen protagonist, but not really. That's Is the shonen protagonist... Who is the shonen protagonist of World of Horror? Is that Koichi, right? Because he's, like, the youngest one? So I'm kind of thinking, like, Koichi, and then, like, Haru... Okay, here's the thing. Koichi is, like, the young shonen protagonist who's gonna be, like, the unstoppable god at the end of the show, and then Haru is sort of like the hardened, grizzled badass. He's like the, you know, he's the guy who starts off really strong, and then he's gonna be proud of the protagonist when the protagonist surpasses him. And then, you know, you've got your, like, let's see, Yashiro would be the character who, he's like a specialist, right? Like, the protagonist is, like, getting his butt kicked by this new technique that nobody's ever seen before, and so they call in Yashiro to help him out there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye.